The government has just released official payment dates for the new $2,400 stimulus checks, and you won't want to miss this critical information. If you've been struggling with rising costs and inflation, this update could be the financial relief you've been waiting for. Stay tuned, because I'm about to reveal exactly who qualifies, when the payments are coming, and most importantly, how to make sure you get your check. Have you been wondering if there would be more stimulus support? Well, the wait is finally over. After months of speculation and negotiations, a new round of direct payments has been approved, and this time, it's specifically targeted to help Americans dealing with the ongoing economic challenges. But here's the thing, not everyone will automatically receive these payments, and there are some crucial steps you need to take to ensure you don't miss out. You might be asking yourself, do I qualify for this payment? Or, when exactly will I receive my check? Don't worry, because I'm going to break down everything you need to know about these new stimulus payments, including some little-known details that could affect your eligibility. Let's dive into the specifics of this new stimulus package. The government has allocated billions of dollars for these direct payments, with individual eligible recipients set to receive up to $2,400. This is particularly significant because it's actually higher than some of the previous stimulus amounts we've seen. What makes this round different is the way it's being structured and distributed. Now, you might be wondering about the qualification requirements. The good news is that the income thresholds for this stimulus payment are more inclusive than previous rounds. Single filers earning up to $75,000 annually and joint filers making up to $150,000 will be eligible for the full amount. For those earning above these thresholds, the payment gradually phases out, with a complete cutoff at $95,000 for individuals and $190,000 for joint filers. But here's something crucial you need to know. These payments aren't going out all at once. The IRS has announced a structured rollout plan based on several factors, including your filing status and the last two digits of your Social Security number. This is being done to manage the massive distribution effort effectively and ensure everyone receives their payment in an orderly fashion. The first wave of payments is scheduled to begin hitting bank accounts and mailboxes starting March 1, 2025. Direct deposit recipients will receive their payments first, followed by paper checks and EIP cards. But don't worry if you don't see your payment right away. The distribution will continue through several phases over the following weeks. Here's a question many people are asking. What if I've moved or changed banks since my last tax return? This is absolutely crucial information you need to know. If your address or banking information has changed, you'll need to update your information with the IRS immediately. The government has set up a special portal on the IRS website specifically for these updates, but there's a deadline you need to be aware of. Something that sets this stimulus payment apart from previous ones is the additional support for dependents. Families will receive extra funds for each qualifying dependent, regardless of age. This means college students and adult dependents who were previously excluded might now be eligible, potentially increasing your household's total payments significantly. But let's talk about something that many people overlook: the impact these payments could have on your 2025 taxes. Unlike some previous stimulus payments, these new checks will not be counted as taxable income. However, they could affect other tax benefits or credits you might be eligible for, so it's important to keep proper documentation of any payment you receive. Here's another frequently asked question. What if I haven't filed taxes recently? Don't worry. The government has created provisions for non-filers to still receive their payments. However, you'll need to take specific actions to ensure you're in the system, and I'll explain exactly what those steps are. The payment timeline is structured based on several waves. The first wave, starting March 1st, will primarily target low-income individuals and families who have previously received federal benefits. The second wave, beginning March 15th, will focus on direct deposit recipients based on income levels. The final wave, starting April 1st, will include all remaining eligible recipients receiving paper checks. Now, let's address something that's causing some confusion: the difference between these stimulus payments and other federal benefits. These new payments are completely separate from unemployment benefits, child tax credits, or other federal assistance programs. This means you can receive this stimulus payment even if you're already receiving other forms of government assistance. One aspect that's particularly important to understand is the verification process. The IRS will be using your 2024 tax return, or 2023 if you haven't filed for 2024 yet, to determine eligibility. This is why it's crucial to file your taxes promptly if you haven't already done so. The sooner you file, the sooner you can potentially receive your payment. But here's something you really need to pay attention to. Scammers are already trying to take advantage of this situation. There have been reports of fraudulent calls, emails, and text messages claiming to be from the IRS regarding these stimulus payments. Remember, the IRS will never contact you asking for personal or banking information via these methods. For those wondering about the best way to receive their payment, direct deposit is still the fastest and most secure method. If you're currently set up for direct deposit with the IRS, you don't need to take any additional action. However, if you prefer to receive a paper check or need to update your banking information, there's a specific process you'll need to follow. Let's talk about tracking your payment. The IRS has updated their Get My Payment tool to accommodate this new round of stimulus checks. This tool will tell you when your payment is scheduled, how it will be sent, direct deposit or mail, and if there are any issues you need to address. I'll show you exactly how to use this tool effectively. Something that's particularly noteworthy about this stimulus package is the additional assistance for small business owners and self-employed individuals. If you fall into either of these categories, there might be additional benefits you're eligible for beyond the standard stimulus payment. Many people are asking about the possibility of garnishment. Unlike some previous stimulus payments, these new checks will have stronger protections against garnishment for private debts. However, there are still some exceptions for child support payments and certain federal debts that you need to be aware of. The government has also implemented a new appeals process for those who believe they were incorrectly denied the stimulus payment or received less than they should have. This is a significant improvement over previous stimulus programs, providing a clear path for resolution if there are any issues with your payment. For those who are eligible but don't receive their payment automatically, there will be a claims process available through the IRS website. However, it's important to note that there will be a deadline for submitting these claims, so you'll want to act promptly if you need to use this process. Looking ahead, there are discussions about the possibility of additional stimulus measures in the future, depending on economic conditions. While nothing is guaranteed, staying informed about these developments could help you prepare for any future financial assistance opportunities. Now, let's talk about some smart ways to use this stimulus payment. While everyone's financial situation is different, I'll share some strategies for maximizing the impact of these funds, whether it's paying down debt, building emergency savings, or investing in your future. Don't let this important financial opportunity pass you by. Hit the subscribe button right now and turn on notifications to stay updated on all the latest developments about these stimulus payments. I'll be sharing more detailed information about the distribution process, eligibility requirements, and important deadlines in upcoming videos. Drop a comment below with any questions you have about the stimulus payments, and I'll do my best to answer them in future videos. Remember to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and share it with friends and family who might need this information.